Paul says he knows he's not writing a letter just to the Colossians. He knows he's writing a letter to you today too. And all of these things apply to our walk with Christ as a body of Christ. Look, what was happening in the churches in that day was that the founding apostle or evangelist or man of God that came and preached the gospel to them, they would latch on, God would begin to move, and then there would be other preachers who came in, right? Strong men, strong vocal ability, confident people, and they would begin to tell you things like, well, you're really not saved if you don't dress this way. You're really not saved if you don't do this, if you don't say this prayer 3 times a day, or you're really not saved unless you start taking on the Jewish customs, right? Or you're really not saved if you don't wear a dress, or you don't part your hair this way, or you don't do these things. And they would come in and they would be convincing because they would have the power of God because they're saved too, right? And they would have that, and we would be, and the churches would begin to change. They would forget their first love of faith, hope, and love, and start applying importance to the minutia of things that they give to people that they have to do. That these people can't preach, and this people can't do that, and you're only good for this, or you have to sing songs this way, and you have to look this, and they start doing these things. And Paul knew that those guys were coming to Colossae. He knew that they were probably already in Laodicea, right? He knew that they were along the trade route. He knew that as soon as Epaphras left, it came to tell them that they were doing so well that someone else was walking into church that Sunday and had a different idea and was going to be vocal about it. And so Paul knew that they needed guidance along the way. Not just they needed to remember where they were going, they needed to remember where they're from, and they needed guidance along that path. And so he wants to give them some strict foundational things to walk through.